Mhm. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah. Lam Rim Chen Mo. So, yeah. Now here, so firstly, yeah, nice to see you all here. And then today, actually, how to say, here from the Forest of Wisdom, actually, we are going to start from this uh, Lam Rim Chen Mo text. You all know, right? Text by Lama Tsongkhapa, one of the in English say one of the greatest, for say, right? Text of path for the gradually path of the enlightenment state. So in that text, actually, it's quite for how say extensive text, right? Intensive, extensive. But in that text, actually, mainly among those, how say, these two chapters among inside this text, Shamati, chapter of Shamati and Vipassana, right? You all know for that. These two. In Sanskrit, in Tibetan, we are saying Shine and Lhagtong, right? These two texts. Shine means Samadhi. Lhagtong means special insight, wisdom, right? Part of wisdom. These two. So, so these two, of course, is the mainly actually important for actually for the in the Buddhist how to say, understanding of these two things, these two parts, vipassana and how to say samadhi and vipassana, particularly for the practice, applying the practice. These two how to say realization is also very very important, necessary, essential for the practice. Yeah, samadhi and vipassana. So now these two actually important in all in all level in Buddhist all level studies, study and practice. So even in the Hinayana for the stage of liberation, right? The state of liberation, nirvana for achievement of the state of liberation. These two also, samadhi and vipassana also necessary, essential. And instead for Buddhahood, full enlightenment, also these two are is so necessary. Even in Sutrayana study and practice, these two are samadhi and vipassana, mind transition is also important, necessary, and Tandriyana also very necessary, important. Yeah. Therefore, Master Lama Tsongkhapa, he has explained these two more detailed or precisely in this Lam Rim Chen Mo, Samadhi Vipassana. Yeah. Now, actually, yeah, you all know for that maybe is Samadhi Vipassana. Actually, here, Samadhi, the highest state of concentration mind, right? The highest state of concentration mind. This concentration mind, special mind, is also a very key factor or necessary, important for the developing the realization, and for the also for the special insight, for achieving the special insight, for developing the special insight mind. Yeah, samadhi mind. Firstly, samadhi mind. Individual person, practitioner need to be firstly for samadhi mind, mind of samadhi, concentration, good concentration, stable mind. Maybe I can say stable, right? Stable mind. Yeah, certain stable. And with that, with the samadhi mind, then individual can be develop the special insight. Right? Means wisdom, the very the wisdom, which is a very high potential in the aspect of this sharpness, in analyzing, investigation, sharpness, and fastly, quickly, and so on. For that, special insight, which is called Hartong, special insight mind. So these two mind. So now the question is, do every person, do we have a, can we achieve, can we develop these two mind? If question someone come, yes, everyone, also every human being have a ability to develop these two, the samadhi and vipassana. Need effort and some good and instruction. Effort and instruction. These two, right? For that. And then some other facilities. Main these two things. Samadhi and vipassana. For that. And then I believe now you or everyone have these texts, right? Or these two texts. Now, so see, nowadays in our society, in modern world, especially in the Western country, meditation, right? Meditation become quite popular, right? People doing, everybody meditation. Yeah, for that. So, for good meditation, to do the good meditation, here individual needs some good concentration, right? Good concentration. Yeah. So that's why samadhi mind is one of the very well highest, I can say maybe highest or well anyway experience of this concentration samadhi. And with that, then as I told you, right, wisdom, analyzing. Now for samadhi, for practice, for training in the samadhi mind, concentration, here need this mindfulness. Individual need to apply the mindfulness and awareness. These two. Main these two. Temper the shishin in Tibetan we are seeing, right? These two mean mindfulness and alertness or awareness. Right? For that. Yeah. So that need to for that. With the application of mindfulness and awareness or introspection, right? The individual can be built and developed of this well concentration with the support of mindfulness and awareness or alertness. Yeah, the concentration can be built up, right? Improve and build up for that. Like that. So now for this, the purpose and result of this concentration and special insight, concentration and investment is what? To achieving the peaceful mind, peace of mind, inner peace. Number one is inner peace, right? Inner peace and happiness, calm mind. That's the goal and purpose of this samadhi vipassana is to achieving the inner peace, inner mind, right? Inner happiness, calm mind. For that's usually we are saying nirvana, state of nirvana in Sanskrit, right? For that. Now the question comes, why what is the causes of what is the causes or problem of this unrest, non-peace, right? If someone comes non-peace, unrest or disturbing, that usually we are saying afflictive emotion, right? Mind of afflictive emotion, mind of. So afflictive emotion are the main causes of unpeace or disturbing, non-peace or disturbing, right, within ourselves for that. So for that, so to control or that to reduce this afflictive emotion, other how say these facilities, external materials cannot be deal or cannot be solved. Is how say those afflictive emotion. Materials alone cannot be. Even physically action cannot be. Even verbally action also cannot be. Only by mind. Right? For that. Only by mind. That's, as I told you, is mind, how say? Concentration and wisdom. Combination of these two. Union of concentration and wisdom. With these two, combination of these two, concentration and wisdom, can be deal and can be reduced or decrease those afflictive emotion, disturbing mind. That's the main for that. Now, for concentration, the question coming, how to build up the concentration and wisdom. That's through, as I told you, mindfulness and awareness. Like that. Yeah. Temper the Shishin. That's why maybe you all know those who have already familiarized or read about the Bodhisattva Avatar text by Shantideva Master, right? You all know for that. Master Shantideva, he explained in Bodhisattva Avatar chapter, this concept, chapter number 4, is called conscientiousness, which means, right, mindfulness, part of the mindfulness. Chapter number 5, awareness or alertness, right, for that. Chapter number 5, name, Bodhisattva Avatar, for that. So, mindfulness and alertness, maybe, right? For that, these two. Now, now the question coming. Now, in order to train or apply the training of this mindfulness and alertness to awareness, first we can apply in this mindfulness and these two factors, instrument or tools or factors of this mindfulness and alertness in on our own physically, deeds of action or physically and verbally, individual life, in daily life. What I'm doing, right? What I'm speaking, what I'm talking, how is going, right? Firstly, physically. So the goal, as I told you, the goal of the purpose, goal of this applying this mindfulness and mindfulness and alertness is to control or to abandon the afflictive emotion in mentally state, in physically and verbally, in 3-door action in 3 doors. Did you get point? Right? Like that. The purpose of, right, this purpose and result of this our Buddhist practice is abandon or control the afflictive emotion in our 3-door action, mentally, physically and verbally. First, in physically and verbally, we need to apply, train, right, to abandon or to control the afflictive emotion in physical and verbally action. Is it clear for that? So that also mindfulness, applying mindfulness and awareness, right, in the physically and verbally action with mindfulness. That is the, firstly, that is called discipline, training in discipline, self-discipline. Did you get it point? Training in discipline, moral discipline, ethics. And then with that experience and training and experience, then mindfulness and application of mindfulness and awareness in the mentally state, within the mental state, thought. Right? The mental state, in thought, mental thought, inside mentally. That is concentration. How to say? Concentration, samadhi practice. Right? Second, first in discipline, training in discipline. Right? With the application of, with the, applying of, mindfulness and awareness to abandon the afflictive emotion. And then, abandon the negative emotion in the mentally thought, right? With the mindfulness and awareness. That's the concentration, I can say. And then in the wisdom last, samadhi, then, antidote, apply the antidote of, applying, wisdom, understanding of emptiness view, which is the antidote of self-grasping, the root of all afflictive emotion, root causes of. That is the training in the wisdom. So, training in three practice. Training in practice of discipline, firstly, as I told you. Training in practice of concentration, which means samadhi. And then training in the practice of wisdom, which means mind, understanding of emptiness, right? Which is direct counter force for the self-grasping mind. So three. So here I want to go further. So my explanation is clear for all of you or not? Not.
Yes.
We have a question over here.
Yeah, sure. Melissa said it's clear. Now others are please welcome.
Yeah, Geshe, I had a question.
Sure.
So my question was like people, like I wouldn't call myself, but just people have very deep-rooted trauma, like traumatic experiences, which can be very deep-rooted, and how can you deal with them through I don't know, I have been meditating for a long time, but it'll be all great, but suddenly something triggers it and it's all back again, and so how to perhaps take on that deep-rooted trauma, and how to make sense of that, and then try to make sense of the world through that, those experiences, and what kind of practices would be good for achieving that, just to release that trauma, and then to try to really make sense of the world with the clarity you want to where you can actually find oh, there is justice, there is peace, there is that, there is this, because you have this very biased view of world through all this trauma. So it normally for me it's oh, there's no justice, there is no this, there is no that, but let me be nice because this makes me happy in the present. But how to come back to that, oh no, there is justice, no, there is peace, and there is love.
Yeah, good question actually. I agree. So in that, first let me, this would be helpful, and it should be, I think, believe in Tsongkhapa, Master Tsongkhapa already told in the very beginning, contemplating, maybe I can say meditation or contemplating on the regard of the human life, your own person as a human life, human being, human life, and also contemplate on your own inner potential, your ability, right? Qualified of your own ability. It is no matter how there is how circumstances there. Do you understand? For that. So firstly, to build up the self-confidence. Self-confidence within oneself. Contemplate first, like to be prepared, well prepared. Right? So in Lama Tsongkhapa, in the beginning, maybe did you heard somebody who did contemplate on the precious human life, right? There's one chapter, very beginning. Right?
Yeah, sorry, I haven't read it, but
yeah, if you read on that, with the very beginning, contemplating on the precious human life, which means include the purpose here, include say, awareness of your own, your own inner potential, your own ability. Who am I? Right? What I can do. That's, I think, very helpful, really, like to build up self-confidence firstly. Inner, right? Well prepared within. That's, I think, very, very helpful. Necessary even for the study, even for the study student, or even for the teacher, or even for the sportsman, or even for the boxer people, right?
Yeah.
To get the success and for developing first this self-confidence inner to build up. That's very, very important. Right? Even for this thing like long journey. Oh, I know this practice is like long journey, but I can do. I want, I need, and I can. Like talk to oneself. Right? Like, no matter how things are bad in your circumstance or condition, or how it's difficulty, no matter, like think about that. That's I think taught by Lama Tsongkhapa at the very beginning, and as well as also Master Shanti Deva in Bodhisattva Tower, he also taught for that. That I think very, very important. As you told us, first to get free from all this, you said this trauma, all these things, right? This weakness, right? Or self-discourage, right? Like anyway, those obstacles, things within your mind, obstacles.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this will be interrupting. Not letting go for that. Yes, you know, on this 100-meter runner, 100-meter or 200-meter running or 1,000 runner. First, they are saying, right? All they are saying, everybody ready, getting, first they are preparing, right? For that. Boys and girls for that. So same like that. I think for that. That's what.
Thank you.
That's why anyway. So these are, I think, very, very helpful, really.
I have a clarifying question. Yes, so I was curious when you were talking about sort of what's necessary for concentration or samadhi. You made the distinction between like mindfulness and awareness. That these are both things that we kind of need to bring together when establishing concentration. Could you and that these are also the means by which we diminish the afflictions, right? Is through establishing mindfulness and awareness, right? Continuously. Could you help make this distinction? Like, what is mindfulness and what is awareness? Like, how are they different and how are they brought together?
Yeah. Interesting question. Yeah, actually, now let's think about it. Usually when we are talking about here, right? Mindfulness, concentration, usually, that we can understand that there are variety. There are different types of variety, right? Within our mind, right? Variety or different type of mind for that. So here I can tell you one, maybe I can use one example. It might be helpful for you, right? To maybe get some sense of that. One example for driving. Example, those who have driving, right? Experience. Just let's apply for that. Driving, person who sit on the driver, they need to look on the road mainly, right? driving time. At the same time, they also need to look on the mirror at the same time. Not only the road, but mirror. Right? Wings. Right? Right and left. Or this middle. Somebody's coming or not, right behind you, on the right or left, or mirror and road, both. At the same time, here concentration means also object, which you are, your object of concentration, focus. At the same time, also another mind. Awareness means your mind, another mind. Behind another mind is watching that your mind is, concentration is on the object or not. Another mind. Did you get point?
Right. So like the road is the object of awareness, and then also being mindful of these other elements, right? If you're paying attention to the road, if there's something in your mirror.
Other mind, you are thinking, and another behind, another car coming or not coming, you are looking on the mirror, right? Both sides.
Right.
Similarly, another mind. Awareness means your mind concentration, your concentration is on the object or not. Awareness, watching. Did you get?
Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's one example use for that. Yeah. So these things, if you apply, if you do the meditation in your daily life, you will get lots of information and experience or awareness within your mind. If you do, and if you continue your this meditation, concentration, right, in real life, you will get more and more and lots of information. Definitely. Same as like computer people, computer scholars of experts in computer. If they do more and more computer, they will get many new things, right? New information from this technology. If you not do much, you will not get no more, right? Knowledge from this computer device, software, hardware. Same to same. If you work within your mind through concentration, through meditation, you will get lots of many new information or awareness. Same to same like that. Yeah. within oneself. Yeah. But usually we live and survive with lots of different minds. We live it. And we follow with lots of different minds, but without awareness by one person oneself. Do you understand? Yeah. So meditation actually in daily life, meditation regular life or daily life, even morning or even afternoon, evening, really helpful. Even not only for the not only for the state of liberation or the bodhisattva, but even in the present moment, current life, in the current daily life, in current life, meditation really helps you and it makes you peace and calm, right? In your day-to-day life. Inner peace, calm and peace within mind. And then it also directly in the mental state brings beneficial, and through also physically for health beneficial, because of health. Body health is very much connected to the mentally, right? Everybody know that mentally state about the mind, state of mind. The mind live with more under the stress or depression. It's also very bad for the health. Blood pressure, right? Diabetes, sugar, and so many disease can be. Boom. Then, in our current world, lots of people, they feel unhealthy or unhealthy or not good. But when they go to hospital, examine, nothing has found it. Disease diagnosed. Even there are lots of disease without diagnosed by doctors even. So then the question coming, person feeling not good, but went to hospital checkup, didn't nothing diagnosed, found nothing diagnosed, disease, then what's the problem? Oh, mentally. All this caused by mental problem. Right? Do you agree there, right? Lots of people. Many people. Yeah. So our health problem issue, two reasons. One is, of course, from the food and sleeping, right? From these materials, due to lack of, right? Imbalance, weather and all condition, all these other materials conditions. One is from mentally, state of mind, right? Way of mind, how mind person keep mind, his or her mind in peace and relax. How much? How? That's the also main, right? So Samadhi Vipassana talking is about the mind, peace of mind, mainly. The main for that. So even really, it really helps. Even I'm also doing always, even at my room with me, or even sometimes when I'm sitting in the car, even when I get free, immediately always I was watching my thought from time to time. Watching one's own thought on time to time is very helpful. Do you understand? Usually we are watching focus only on outers, only on outers or others, right? Without watching on one's own thought, what's going within my mind. Without watching, right? Without watching, then cannot be awareness. If you know it, then suffering, there's suffering, right? Unpleasant feelings there. Once you watch, you can recognize. Once you can recognize, this unpleasant mind immediately going down, coming down. Once you recognize, it will immediately down. Once you, if not recognize, it will always in up.
Geshe, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
So my question was like, how important is like community and like worldly attachments? Like what should in the path towards achieving like a state of like calm mind, like how much does community play a role? And like how much does indulging in like social activities play a role? Or is it just like how you perceive yourself and like how you like did you get my question?
Even for the helping other or social service, right?
No, not just like social service or helping others, just like socializing, like having people around, living in a community.
As you already told now, here, number one is actually, one here problem also usually is, too much self-attachment, right? Too much self-attachment. Self-attachment is also, right? Also not good, unhealthy. Right? Then also it cause to arise, this dissatisfaction, right? Or disappointment, and then anger, right? Or painful, or regret. Usually, it's very clear. It was that also has was taught in the Bodhisattva Avatara by Shantideva, Master Shantideva. Very clear. So all these are actually based on true for that. So, example, of course, honestly, it's not easy. It's not easy to get free completely. To get free completely from the attachment is of course a difficulty. Honestly, but I mean to some to decrease or reduce, right? This self-attachment is, I think, very helpful. For example, attachment on reputation, name, or expectation from expecting through you helping others, right?
Yeah.
So these are the actually also it brings later it might bring some unhappy or dissatisfaction. Example, in our society, one side people, there are so many people, kindness, who are helping other, or the society, community join other, but at the same time, right, one side is good, so good, motivation is good, but behind in their mind something expectation with they're doing social something, helping other with expecting, right, something. Do you understand? Name or reputation or some what's that? Something that actually if bring with that, then what's that? It goes what's that? Little bit what's that?
Yeah.
To understand, my point is that.
Yeah.
That's why in the also text saying say, oh, did it? Free from the 8 worldly samsara things. Did you get this one right? Point.
Yeah.
Yes. Example, helping other with expecting or something nice words, or right, or praising, or reputation, or something, right? Example. So this.
Can I ask? I think like another version of Zubair's question is like a more practical question about like establishing samadhi, or like actually gaining concentration. How and can it be done in community, right? Like when can you like establish samadhi in a community, right? Like when you're involved with all kinds of social relationships and you have a job and maybe you have a partner and you have friends and family, social obligations, like is concentration and shamatha, serenity, are these even possible, right? Are these hindrances or are they not hindrances, right? How do you kind of balance what seems like very solitary pursuits with social engagement?
To establish samadhi mind, then a practitioner, individual person, how to say, I think need to sacrifice some period of time, some period of moment time. Those social things, all these things, they need to sacrifice some until the result establish the samadhi. That I think. Otherwise, how to say, with this, how to say, people who are usually engaged in the social life, right, social obligation, at the same time with samadhi establishing, I think a little bit difficulty because of sometimes when you get, but when you social thing, you might lose. You can establish, but I think to complete or successfully samadhi mind, establish samadhi mind, I think individual need to, how to say, as I told you, to go some this, how to say, some solitary place, do you understand, and to a little bit distance and these things for some period of time, that I think is necessary. Did you get point?
Geshe, can I add to that just a bit? Sorry. So I was like, how would you like, isn't like if you like, just how I'm thinking, like for achieving that calm mind, wouldn't you have to work through the distractions, like being in a community and working through those distractions and then achieving a calm mind rather than avoiding all those distractions and going to some place? Wouldn't be like it beneficial to like be in a community, work through the distractions of life, and then in spite of those distractions, like achieve samadhi?
Yeah, so you already told that. So concentration and distraction These two are, opposite. Right? Concentration, concentration and distraction, distracting mind. These two are the opposite, right? You all know for that. So person who need to train, right, in concentration to establish, that person need to be free from some those distracting some objects, things, right? Circumstance or condition, all these things. It's very clear for some period of time, some period of time until for that. Otherwise, these two, you cannot go along together. You cannot carry these two, leave these two all together. You cannot be. Do you understand what I mean? Point.
And so you mean like there is like you need a basic level of training to like get into the community and then work through those distractions? Like you at least need some like training to like be able to do that struggle. Do you get my one?
Yeah, I mean, for in the social life or this thing, you can with your day-to-day life concentration, day-to-day training in the day-to-day life concentration, you can develop. Person individual can develop your concentration. But I mean for this the realization of establish the realization of samadhi mind. Yeah, that's I think a little bit difficult. And my point is that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
here's a question and a possible rebuttal, right? Is if what's necessary for samadhi mind is mindfulness and awareness,
These two,
right? Then why can these two not be established, like even amidst worldly life, right? Like even amidst just conventional social goings on, right? Because seemingly the distraction isn't the worldly affairs. The distraction is the mind wandering and not holding awareness and mindfulness, right? So seemingly like the concentration, if the concentration is just maintaining awareness of any object,
concentration can be maintained by the mindfulness and awareness
and awareness, right? So if the mind is qualified by awareness and mindfulness, right? This is concentrate. So it doesn't matter if I'm concentrating on, the argument between my father and brother or something, right? Could one have a samadhi in which the object of awareness is a social argument, right? So you have samadhi, but you're just bearing witness to an argument, right? So it's not actually a problem that you need to leave society in order to establish samadhi. This is like a possible problem.
Maybe I can tell you. Maybe this might be helpful for you. Here, samadhi means persons who is able to put the concentration on object as long as the person he wanted, he's needed, as his wish, without any obstacle or interrupted by any distraction. Full freedom, free from all this distracting mind. Person who have achieved such state of this concentration, understand, with stable, steady, and freedom. That's the samadhi, state of samadhi. Did you get point?
Right.
Therefore, now you can analyze. Therefore, so to train, to reach on that level, first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage, like this, anxiety and darkness. These two main obstacles, right? Of these two obstacles. Anxiety, right? Anxiety and dullness or darkness. These two first for the stage by stage. So anyway, to reach on the state of this samadhi finally stage, is that there are 9 stage. Do you understand? 9 stage. Oh, so that 9-stage person need to training to get through, by training, get through the first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage, like this 9 stage. So there are now there are many arts of draw for this elephant. First, this black color, then this white, small, like this one. Did you see this arts goat? This is a concentration stage. Elephant, through this arts of elephant with person who, right? Who this hook, and then elephant. Just this pulling. This one stage. Road. Yeah, actually today we didn't prepare yet. Actually, they are for that. There are one this arts of this.
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
Today
have a talk of that.
Oh, yeah. So during that, until to reach this 9 stage, you see, if person practitioner who want to achieve samadhi at the same time who live live with a social obligation, right? All these things, can you do? Can you do in that? Can you reach on that stage or not develop? You can see. That's a little bit. I mean, that's a little bit difficulty. Of course, I'm not saying but not saying that all other your family, relative, social are bad for your samadhi practice. It's not like that. Don't misunderstand. I mean, interrupting. Understand? So for interrupting or obstacle for progressive or developing or progressive of your for this samadhi concentration. For that, it becomes like obstacle or interrupting. I mean for that. The meaning point that.
Geshe, is it also important, like for this point that you're making, that samadhi's on a non-discursive object, right? Like you develop the ninth stage of samadhi on
last stage.
Something that's non-discursive. Non-discursive. It's a big question.
Non-discursive means what?
Non-discursive.
My English is very limited.
Yes, it's the terminology getting used in this translation here. It's using non-discursive. I think it's saying non-conceptual is another way of putting it. Is non-conceptual.
You mean non-conceptual? You mean non-conceptual mind, or what do you mean?
Not like something like
non-discursive is something like if you're looking at, like, you can just look at the Buddha, right? And there's the visual image of a Buddha,
okay,
and that's non-discursive. But calling it the name is discursive.
And
so saying
knowing the meaning of who that is, who Buddha is, that's discursive, that's conceptual. But
right.
If you're just looking at just the image alone, that's non-discursive.
Oh, that's, I think, not like that. Yeah, non-conceptual. It means that's another point, sir. I think that's another point, not here. I think.
Okay, and just for the translation, they're using non-discursiveness here is mi Tsongkhapa.
No. It's not. That's another point.
Okay.
Yeah, another point. Yeah.
Actually, just one question. Like, once you reach samadhi, is it like, can you go back? Like, once you reach samadhi, is it like is it like a perpetual state, or you can also like fall back?
Oh, I don't think it's fall back. Personal ones who have achieved or received or obtain that this samadhi mind, then person, he or she, a person is free, right? Free from this distracting, and then many, not only disturbing mind, this also free from this distracting or distracting mind, even, right? Even gross level or even subtle level. Subtle doesn't matter, hidden level. And then also person has already has free from the many other afflicting emotion. Really, gross afflicting emotion, gross. Number one, number one. And then secondly, also person who have achieved, who have qualified, who have obtained such this mind, his or her, this clear light mind, maybe I can say, or maybe wisdom or intelligent mind is completely different. Sharpness, not only stable, not only steady or stable, but sharpness, qualified sharpness and clarity. Sharpness and clarity and so on, completely different.
And is it like, is samadhi connected to the, like, whether a person is like intelligent, or like is it anybody can achieve samadhi? Like, is it like, oh, like that guy is more intelligent, he has a better IQ, so he can achieve samadhi more quickly? Because as you said, like sharp, smart, like is it connected to the person?
No, that we can't say like that. Here, some people who have more, some people who have good intelligence but poor concentration. Concentration is quite poor. Some people who have qualified good concentration but right intelligence little bit like poor. So here is making more balance with this training, balance, concentration and intelligence, balance, making very good balance is together. So actually, because of these two are interconnected, interdependent. Usually in our experience, life experience, concentration and intelligence, these two are interconnected, interdependent. Interdependent. It's like right hand and left hand. Right hand and left hand. Actually, right hand is right hand. Left hand is left. Right hand is not left. Left hand is not hand. But these are interdependent, interconnected. So same reason in also concentration, mind of concentration, mind of intelligence, different mind, but interdependent, interconnected, mutual connected, mutual dependent, mutual support. Once become weak, another one could be weak. Once become developed, another could be developed. Like that. Right? Like that. Yeah.
So do you mean like if we increase our concentration, we can increase our intelligence?
Individual will be automatically, spontaneously could be increased. Spontaneously. Automatically. That I can say. Yeah. So here now, finally, what I want to, before stop, actually now nearly 1 hour, what I would say you, of course, here now we are in Zoom here, in our explanation, we are talking through like theory. The main experience you can get, experience is, apply in your day-to-day life. That I want to say you. The person who do meditation in your day-to-day life, definitely he or she will get not only taste and experience and awareness. Self-awareness. That's definitely. Yeah, that's different. So that's, I think, important. In day-to-day life, your own experience, self-awareness. Yeah. And then what is the challenge, right? Challenge or obstacles or problem, right? And how to deal and method or solution. You will get many things for that. That's, I think, important. Yeah.
Thank you.
Otherwise, here we are talking too much, but without your own experience, that's different, right? If you do by your own self, try by your own self. Example, here I'm drinking taste, but I can tell you, oh, this taste is very tasty like this, but you're saying, oh yeah, he's saying that this taste is tasty. It might be, you're saying. But if you try by your own self, you can say, oh yeah, I know that. That's different, right? I mean for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think maybe today we will not, we didn't go much for text. I think that's fine, I think, right? We don't need to hurry too much. The main is also this. We will go in the next, we will go a little bit further, and then also we can also some discussion, little bit, and then discussion, interaction. That I think would be more helpful for you in the future, right?
Yeah.
That. Yeah, and that's one thing. And then main I told you, right? Try and apply by your own self is very important. Right? Self-practice.
Yeah.
That's, I think, very important, very helpful. Yeah. And then when you get a free time, also you can you can read this chapter, Samadhi chapter, right? In English. You know, everybody have, right? This Lam Rim, right? Lam Rim Chen Mo text in English. When you get a free time, you can read some part. Then, if you have some doubt or question, you can note down and then take it. Take this during our online time discussion. Then that's, I think, much more helpful. And then also, yeah, read some part, then and then apply. Try by yourself. Trying by yourself is more helpful and more effective than just listening from others. What I mean for that? Yeah, that's different. Right? Yeah. So at the beginning, I forgot to tell you all as a Happy New Year in the beginning. Actually, I would like to say for that, but I forgot that. So anyway, before we stop, before we end this, first I would like to say, wishing you all Happy New Year, right? 2026. And also, yeah, wishing you all healthy and happy, right? In this 2026, this new year. And then as this here man, he also asked the question. Also, herself, I had to live with your own self-confidence, inner self-confidence. That's very, very helpful. That I want to say. Self-confidence, to build self-confidence. Right? Even whatever you face the problem, whatever you faces in the past or in the present or in the future, whatever you faces, talk to yourself. Say that no matter, I can overcome. I can deal. I can get free. Talk to yourself like that. Right? That's, I think, very, very helpful. Really. Right? Instead of this also, like too much discouraged, living with discourage or depression or sense of worry. Right? Instead of living there. I think like this also. Stay and live with self-confidence. Encourage. That's, I think, very, very helpful. As I told you, right? Lama Tsongkhapa taught in the very beginning, Lam Rim, contemplation on the precious human life, which means that to build the self-confidence, well prepared. Well, that's, I think, very, very helpful. Okay, for any field, for any situation. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Geshe.
That's very, very important. Please, okay. Please.
Yeah.
That's really helpful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Then see you in the next, right? Next class. I think today's 1 hour is enough. I think 1 hour, right? Yeah. And then next Tuesday, I think this time here me and also Thugje have discussed, have a talk about this change from schedule from Wednesday to Tuesday because of Wednesday. Firstly, I think it's maybe also not convenience for Thugje in India, right? Timing and day. And there's also debate. He has also debate class go usually in the monastery, And me also have here, maybe Wednesday is not a little bit convenience. That's why we have talk, and then on the change into Tuesday evening. So I hope it would be fine for all of you. Because Tuesday also there is a in our Serenity monastery. In Tuesday there is a holiday as like on the Sunday, on behalf of the Sunday, in the place of on Sunday. Serenity monastery, Tuesday is usually a holiday, weekend. Yeah, there's no holiday. There's no holiday on the Sunday. Yeah, that's why it's a little different. Monastery, this schedule is a little different than others. And then me also here, Wednesday, we will have usually a prayer in the Wednesday evening from 6 to 8 usually here. So due to those reasons, then we change here. If it causes a little inconvenience for all of you, then please also apologize for understanding for that. Number one. And then number two also, tomorrow I will leave to Minnesota, but I hope I will try to get through also online from the Minnesota, okay, for that next Tuesday. So don't worry, we will try.
Yeah.
Whenever I will get available, I will take care. And whenever, if I'm not unavailable, then will be. So don't worry, we will do that. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Geshe.
all of you. Thank you. Good
Happy
night.
New Year. Happy New Year.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thugje.